15 tips for effective lesson delivery. Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to be discussing 15 tips for effective lesson delivery. Whether you're a teacher, tutor, or simply looking to improve your presentation skills, these tips will help you engage and educate your audience. Let's get started. Tip 1. Know your audience. It's important to understand who your audience is, so you can tailor your lesson to their needs. For example, if you're teaching a group of children, you'll want to use simple language and interactive activities. On the other hand, if you're teaching a group of adults, you'll want to use more complex language and real-world examples. Tip 2. Set clear objectives. Before you begin your lesson, make sure you set clear objectives. This will help your audience understand what they will learn and what they should expect from the lesson. Make sure your objectives are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, SMART. For example, by the end of this lesson, students will be able to identify and analyze the main themes in a Shakespearean play. Tip 3. Use visual aids. Visual aids can help your audience understand complex concepts and make your lesson more engaging. Use diagrams, charts, and other visual aids to illustrate your points. Make sure your visual aids are clear, concise, and relevant to the topic at hand. Tip 4. Keep it interactive. Engage your audience by keeping the lesson interactive. Encourage questions and discussions, and incorporate group activities or games into your lesson. This will help keep your audience engaged and interested in the material. Tip 5. Use storytelling. Using stories can help illustrate your points and make your lesson more memorable. Use anecdotes and real-world examples to connect with your audience. This will help them relate to the material and understand how it applies to their own lives. Tip 6. Use humor. Humor can help make your lesson more enjoyable and memorable. Use jokes or funny anecdotes to keep your audience engaged. Just be sure to keep your humor appropriate for your audience and the topic at hand. Tip 7. Vary your pace. Vary your pace to keep your audience engaged. Speak slowly and clearly when explaining complex concepts, and speed up when discussing more familiar topics. This will help keep your audience interested and engaged. Tip 8. Use repetition. Repetition can help reinforce key concepts and make them more memorable. Use repetition strategically to help your audience retain information. Just be sure not to overdo it, as too much repetition can become boring and monotonous. Tip 9. Be enthusiastic. Enthusiasm is contagious. Use your passion for the subject matter to keep your audience engaged and interested. This will help create a positive learning environment and make the material more enjoyable. Tip 10. Incorporate technology. Incorporating technology can help make your lesson more interactive and engaging. Use multimedia tools like videos, podcasts, or online quizzes to enhance your lesson. Just be sure to use technology that is relevant to the topic at hand. Tip 11. Use body language. Use body language to communicate your message effectively. Make eye contact, use gestures, and move around the room to keep your audience engaged. This will help create a dynamic and engaging learning environment. Tip 12. Be organized. Being organized can help you deliver your lesson more effectively. Plan ahead and create a clear structure for your lesson to help your audience follow along. Use headings, bullet points, and other visual cues to help your audience understand the flow of the lesson. Tip 13. Provide feedback. Providing feedback can help your audience understand what they're doing well and what they need to improve on. Use positive reinforcement and constructive criticism to help your audience learn and grow. This will help create a supportive and encouraging learning environment. Tip 14. Be flexible. Be flexible and adapt your lesson as needed. If your audience seems bored or confused, be willing to adjust your lesson plan on the spot. Incorporate additional examples or activities to help reinforce key concepts or clarify misunderstandings. Flexibility will help you connect with your audience and deliver a more effective lesson. Tip 15. End with a summary. At the end of your lesson, summarize the key points and takeaways. This will help your audience understand the main ideas and reinforce their learning. Encourage your audience to ask questions or provide feedback before wrapping up the lesson. Overall, effective lesson delivery requires a combination of preparation, engagement, and flexibility. By tailoring your lesson to your audience, incorporating interactive activities and multimedia tools, and using humor and storytelling, you can create a dynamic and engaging learning environment that will help your audience absorb and retain information.